Thankfully, activating the golem has scared away any of the homunculi and imps and mephits and aerial servants of the weather systems. No one's lost power. No one's lost internet. No one's computer crashed. No one's been disconnected from fantasy grounds. It's been a good night.
Thankfully.
It's been a good night.
Great.
It has been. So I'm just going to quickly share a couple of images with you players that when I say, Canopic Urn, just so there's no misunderstanding.
Hey.
I'm just going to share a couple of these images that I found. This represents kind of the things. All the things. These are the things.
All the things.
That you're finding these fetishes contained within. And the final image is one of Rabbi Joshua. I don't know where I got this, but it is like a picture of a rabbi. You can see around his candle there is a circle of Hebrew symbols.
Yeah.
He's wearing the Star of David. He looks like a rabbi. And see what's standing behind him?
A golem.
A golem. Yeah. I've had this little illustration tucked away for quite some time. I don't know where I got it. Maybe I looked up, did a Google search for golem, rabbi, Jewish legend, folklore. But that's a pretty cool picture. The two don't kind of go together. There was no rabbi that was creating this golem, but it certainly does neatly tie together sort of the themes
I like it.
that are running through tonight's session. So you are in the backyard. The golem has sat up. Tiny pinpricks of fire, flame for eyes. It stands up and it starts to walk this way.
Oh. We should follow him, I think.
It crashes through a hedge.
Oh.
And just doesn't even stop. A shed is in its way. It, with a clubbing forearm,
no!
Knocks, sort of just staves in, like the corner of this aluminum shed, and just keeps walking in the same direction.
Sophia, maybe we should.
We should follow that, right?
We should, but
I
mean, we could follow right behind it. Look, it's clearing the way. Ain't that convenient?
It's making a path. It's almost like it's got a machete and it's cutting through the brush.
Do we want to attract attention to the house where there's a dead woman in it, though?
Right, that. No, we don't. Let's go.
I peek out, see if I see anybody on the street. I'm hoping the golem will cause people to start looking behind the house.
Yeah, the golem crashed through the backyard. I mean, there's really nobody. There's probably a car going by, like a station wagon, just driving by.
I will slip out.
Should we call anybody about the body?
Who are we going to call?
There's only one answer to that question.
The Ghostbusters?
That's us.
We are the Ghostbusters.
That's us.
That is us, but we don't really deal with things of the physical realm.
And I will just walk back and get into my truck.
Oh yes, Sophia, let's go.
Yep, let's go. Wait, yep.
You gonna let Sophia in your truck?
No.
After what she said about wrecking it?
I'm not behind the wheel. How do I wreck it from the back seat?
The back seat or the bed.
You can always grab the steering wheel.
Is she sitting in the dog kennel in the back?
You can always jam down on the knee that causes the accelerator to press and race out of control. That's something that happened to Eric's
I'll
truck.
sit in the middle. I'll sit in the middle.
That neatly ties up the visit to Jennifer Chapman's house.
Mm-hmm. I hope
One of you had to
Sophia's
use
like shut the door.
One of you had to use the restroom before you left, and when you went into the restroom, there was a hamper open, and there was a pair of like floral capri pants soaked with mud, especially the knees and the shins, where you would get extra muddy if you were kneeling. And there's also like a loose-fitting blouse that's got mud and dirt on it. And
Oh.
sitting in the shower is a muddy pair of like rubber boots, sort of like rain boots, not your thigh-high fishing boots, but just those sort of formless boots that you pull up, like galoshes maybe. They were sitting,
Yeah.
That
sitting
would have
Muck
been
boots.
handy.
they were sitting in the bathroom.
You don't want the criminals' galoshes.
Yeah, and you're careful not to leave fingerprints on the
Mhm.
handle of the
Yeah.
toilet or whatever.
Boy, that's huh. So did it look like men's clothes or feminine clothes?
Feminine clothes. I mean,
Yeah,
would a man wear
she's the
floral
one.
printed capri pants?
Oh, she was the one who did all
Maybe.
that stuff in the back.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. All right. So cool.
I mean, they're so last
That's
season.
good to know.
So last season.
Thanks. Oh, last season. Probably why they were used for muddy work.
Yeah. You want to be comfortable while you're sculpting, right, Sophia?
Yeah. All right.
She didn't have
So,
access to an artist's smock, so
right?
Oh, that's right. Sophia may be sitting in the back of the truck. She got muddy hands.
she's a little dirty.
Sophia's
I'm-
a little
I made a
messy.
mess.
She's a little muddy.
It happens.
Listen, when you said you were gonna wreck this truck, we didn't mean for you to do it internally as well.
Oh, you know, I can clean it out. Just we have a hose.
This is
Yeah.
not D&D. We don't have prestidigitation.
But we have a hose.
You're gonna hose the inside of a truck?
It's a truck. I'll
I'm
hose it down.
I'm picturing Lenny going, why is she washing his truck?
Yeah,
Perhaps sitting in the bed isn't such a bad idea.
In the bed.
In the bed
Anyway.
of the truck.
yeah. Fantasy Grounds on the last update really did a lot of work on their like die roller. I don't know for the users. I can't really, unless maybe I can like drag a die. No, I think I could pick one up and sort of pull it over. Yeah,
Oh goodness.
they're kind of pretty. I made mine like a chalk white with a blue foreground.
Hey,
Yeah, they're a little.
I noticed that you can change the color of
Yeah.
both the text and the dice.
Looks like there's
and
metallic
whatever
dice you
you're
can buy now.
doing. Yeah, with it's pretty nice.
Oh, they have done.
You can buy
Cool.
all sorts of. I guess that's a little extra, couple bucks if you really want like one that leaves a magical trail behind it when you roll, which would be very cool, hecka cool, I would say.
That'd be
But,
fancy.
that's just it. All right, so we close the chapter on Jennifer Chapman's house. I have you outside of Irwin's house. You are going to beat the golem. You know about how fast it goes. In fact, I will tell you its pace is 6, so it moves about as fast as you guys. It's a large hulking brute, but it takes up, a human size 6 by 6 foot square. It's not a giant golem. It's humanish size. So I will have you outside of Irwin's house. You have the address. It's nice. It's got a nice tall fence around it, tree lined. In the front is a gate and a sliding gate that would allow a car to enter.
Oh
Oh, why
boy.
don't I just do a little just to play. I don't have to be real fancy schmancy with this, but let me turn on the
New map.
Mask. Let's see, add a mask, add a global mask. Yeah, share it. And then I guess I can I guess I can reveal an area. Yeah, around the perimeter.
Yes.
I'll give you sort of the.
There it is.
I'll give you the like the tree-lined, 6-foot tall privacy fence.
Dang, this guy had a nice house.
Yeah,
What a property.
he did have a really nice. What did he drive? I'm trying to refresh my memory. I think he drove like a nice, really
What?
Oh, he
recent
was the
Audi.
one with the fancy car.
Didn't he
Yeah.
have an Audi? Yeah. Isn't that where they
One of them
shoved
had an Audi or something, and the other one had like a
race
sports car.
Yeah. I think the Audi is where the guy stuffed Ahuva Shapiro's body.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what you see, as you sort of know,
Okay.
like the left and the right and the back, but other properties. But the front is right alongside a street where that gate would let you open it up and go in. And the gate's covered with like vines, like ivy, to give you a degree of privacy.
Okay.
You can go anywhere you want. You don't think the golem will be here for probably like 12 to 15-ish minutes as the crow flies. Just, I guess it depends what tries to block it between here and there.
Does the gate open immediately when we drive up to it?
It does not.
Do I notice a keypad anywhere?
You can make a notice roll.
I shall.
Sure.
Yay.
Sure. There is a keypad mounted along a post, say to the right of the car gate. And it looks like it has two gates that would both swing open in, kind of like French doors.
I will. I'll turn. Well, I guess Sophia's in the back, but I will just turn and say, "Hey guys, I see a keypad. It's not opening. I'll see what I can do."
I believe in you.
Gonna hop out of the
She
truck.
cracks her knuckles. It's what I do.
It's like, let me get my hacking little fingers out here. So I will approach the keypad that I believe is responsible for opening these doors.
Sure. You imagine it also, just by the looks of it, you imagine that there's a wireless, like a fob that from inside a car one could wave and it would probably open it up. But there's also a keypad.
Yeah, we have no fob, so give
You're
this
fabulous.
the fob. I will try to hack the thing.
Okay. I'm wondering, does Shep drop you off and then continue driving slowly around the block? Does he park? There's enough driveway that your car can get off the street and be like nose up against the gate if you want. Or you could park along the road in the front. In other words, the driveway spills out into the street a little farther than the artwork indicates. So, Shep, where would you like to park? Or would you like to keep driving?
I would. I would actually, if there's enough room, basically try to get back in toward with the tailgate against
Yes.
the gate,
Yes.
so that we'd have a decent. We wouldn't have to back out of the thing if we had to go.
Right. You're parked
Basically.
nose out for a quick
Yes.
getaway.
Yep.
Okay. Now, I used a bending and I got a 5.
Okay. This is a Jeep, but I'll just put it down here anyway. Just to indicate that you're sort of parked there. Come on.
I would offer
I don't have enough. So just
to help with the hacking, but every time I try to use my electronics, something majorly bad goes wrong.
yeah.
You
I don't know why.
know, it's fine.
I just you
It's
can see
okay.
I put just a little blue truck there. It's actually not
Yeah.
breaking the gate, but I'll just put it there. It's just more of a visual cue, a reminder, if you
Yeah.
will, as things progress, where you
Mhm.
parked and how. A 5.
I got to 5.
Yeah, you rolled before I could assign a target DC, but you know what? Yeah, sure, that's good enough. The 2 doors swing open, like I said, French door style, and now they're wide open. And you could probably drive 2 cars in abreast just due to the width of this. And um, oh, oh yeah, I should have done that. I locked it again. Let me unlock it. Go back to the master tool. Let me go to the reveal area. Let me give you some, got a nice driveway there.
You will.
I want the real estate to unmask, and I don't want this there. But yeah, there's like a nice driveway, a place where you can park your car off to the side a little bit. There's a nice little like walkway that leads to the house, the main house, if you will. There is
It's so
you see a
big.
big swimming pool.
Holy crap.
Do I see like a detached garage place like it's been in my visions?
You do not.
Do we see the golem?
You do not yet.
It's not here
You
yet.
know
We got ahead of
it
it.
is heading this direction. Your truck was
Yeah.
much faster than the Golem. And what I'm doing is I'm exposing the guest house, if you will. That's in the upper left corner next to this
Okay.
large pool. And let's see, it's February. We'll say the pool has about 2 feet of sort of mucky water at the bottom of it. You would not want to take a swim in it. It's off season.
Oh.
And he's been dead for several weeks up into like
Yeah. Been a minute.
like a month or two's time.
Okay.
So that's what you see. And in fact, I could possibly just drop you all right on to the driveway here. Not from any height, so you don't take any damage, but I'll drop you onto the driveway.
A dragon drop.
Yeah, that gate that opened up like a French door, it's nice. It's covered with ivy to provide a little bit of privacy. And you imagine as you drove by that single gate that is to your character's right. It's kind of in front of the house, the main house. I need to expose a little more of the house. You imagine it's also ivy colored, just to provide privacy and the ubiquitous no solicitation signs, etc. And I'm going to uncover the house's front porch. You can certainly see it. I just left masked, the innards of the buildings.
Okay.
There's a lot of space for one person.
Yeah, I guess County
Corners make good money, huh?
Well, especially in Pinebox, right? Where you're always busy. The worst job I think is to be the guy that has to paint the sign that says Pinebox, Texas, population, 12,472 crossed out, 12,471 crossed out, 12,467 crossed out,
especially this month. Goodness.
So you are standing sort of behind the truck's tailgate, in this rather expansive driveway.
when I deactivated the keypad, is it safe to say that I deactivated security on it as well?
Oh no, not with a 5. No, you imagine there are
Okay.
cameras. In fact, you could probably see some cameras pointed at various corners
Ooh.
and places.
See, I wonder if there's this stuff around, there must be a base for security to
Chunk.
turn off some of these.
The
Oh,
doors start to close.
oh boy. Oh. Well, perhaps we should check it out before the golem comes wrecking through everything, friends.
Avon, your Avon's in.
Avon.
Shepard's going to attempt to try to be as stealthy as possible.
Let's go under these cameras. I don't want any of them to see us. Maybe point them upwards or something.
Being sneaky.
Yeah,
Yeah, we gotta be sneaky.
they're kind of high. They're
Shep,
mounted
this looks like a job for
high.
you.
I think if you had a pole or something, or a wall walker spell, you could probably skirt up and sort of knock them out of calibration, point them at an odd
I could
angle.
be a
You realize
squirrel again.
those gate doors made.
Mm.
I'm not going to say they made an extremely loud racket. They made a noise. You know, the electronics and the metal pieces swinging. Made some
I'm
noise.
going to try to go over and hide in the bush.
Jumping in the bushes.
Sure.
I don't know where the camera is, but I'm jumping in a bush.
Oh, I need to get out of mask mode to okay that move.
I have a 5 in stealth.
Oh boy. That was bad. I'm gonna Benny that. It's a little better. It's a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me hide in this bush over here.
Look at you. You're doing so
Whoa.
great. So great.
Whew.
You realize backing the truck
Thank
up,
you.
you can't see the truck clearly any longer. It is obscured from the inside by the ivy that is cultivated to grow on the gates. Look around. This is a nice piece of property. It's a shame the owner was such a dick.
Truly. Look at that pool.
You know,
What he
in
gets for helping
season,
the Nazi-mancer.
in season, what a great place to have a cookout. And you also those
Right?
little brown squares up in the north. One of them, the little square, probably has the pump and the machinery for the pool. And then there is a shed as well. That's that rectangular brown thing. Yeah.
From
Now,
where we are, we see the cameras, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's probably one. There's one
And
attenuated towards the front of the house. There's one attenuated to the gate, which is now closed. And the green is not tree cover. It's just grass.
Oh, this is grass. Okay.
But there are trees around the perimeter.
Perimeter.
okay.
Okay. If by chance on the grass could a limb have fallen off that's big enough to reach the cameras?
Sure, for a Benny.
I was gonna say
Sure.
I could do the wall walker spell on me again,
Sure.
and I'll just go on up there.
In fact, yeah, someone left like a pruning tool leaned up against the fence a little way down from you. It's a long 8-foot pole with kind of like a scissor attachment at the end that you, at your end, holding it up, operate with a rope to open and close the scissor pieces. It's got a serrated blade, kind of like like a cross-cut saw, and it's at a curve, so that you could use it to cut through high branches.
Okay, I'm going to carefully get it and just uh, do some pruning.
Easily done. You
Oh, no way.
nudge the cameras that are pointed towards you and maybe towards the center of the property, to be like attenuated a bit up and out a little bit. How about an electronics roll? Let's see just how good you do. Or you could argue for another roll if there's one you'd prefer to make. Since these are cameras, I'm thinking
I will attempt an electronics roll.
Is that something I can help with?
Sure.
Oh, well.
Sure. I mean, you can always help, and I will append that to the roll.
Oh, I don't actually have electronics as its own thing. I have
Neither do I.
hacking,
Hacking, yeah.
and I have. What else do I have? I thought I
think-
had more computer stuff.
I think
I think
hacking.
the closest thing I have
computers
to
fall
help
under
is
hacking.
science.
Blinded me with
Yeah.
science.
Fine.
I will help.
Good heavens, Miss Rodriguez. You're
But
beautiful.
science?
Okay.
All I have is
Chef's roll
hacking.
goes up to a 7.
I
I'll let
guess
you
if
aid
hacking is
as well in that.
allowed,
Sure. Sure, I'll permit hacking. Since
I'll try it.
these are connected to a computer somewhere. 4 succeeds.
Got a 4.
That gives Shep a raise. On a critical failure, a camera would have broken and showered you guys with sharp glass shards as the indoor-outdoor, like illuminate light bulb broke. Because these probably have lights that come on in the dark, like motion sensors as well. All sorts of fancy gadgetry. Nothing too good for my county coroner. Yeah, Shep, you think you did a reasonable job of keeping yourselves out of the line of sight of these cameras, if in fact they're still even working. Since nobody's living here, they probably have minimal power going through just to keep stuff running. But
We don't see any cars here.
I was just thinking that he does have a second car. I'm going to say, well, hell, it's Texas. He's got a pretty nice piece of property. His one car that isn't there is an Audi. This other car's got to be a pickup truck. It's got to be a pickup truck. It's Texas. I'll use that one all the time.
He has a truck around there somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I'll just use this one. Yeah, a pick 'em up truck there for hauling mulch and grass seed and pool chemicals, stuff like that.
All right. Well, if it's safe to approach.
Oh, it's
the
not
home
safe.
from-
Absolutely not.
Well, away from the cameras, anyway. Safe from the cameras. I wonder, you guys want to try and getting in the house now?
I
Or
want
the other
to try to stealth over to the nearest, not on the porch window that I
Of
can
the
see
main
through.
house? Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm not sure if I'm at a window or not, but
on the right side.
Sure. We'll call it a window.
and I just want to peek in and see if I can see anything inside.
Sure. It's kind of like a living room / dining area. Kitchen table, couple chairs, table, stove, refrigerator, cupboard, hallway leading north.
Does it look lived in or used at all? Like
No,
recently?
no. It looks very neat, as best as you can tell. In a state of disuse,
Okay.
but there's no obvious like overflowing trash can that nobody took out.
There's no like Doritos chips left up on the table.
No, the mummy ate them all.
I guess I will wave the girls over this way.
Yeah.
And I'll just kind of whisper, maybe we should just do a little bit of recon before we try to go in.
Okay.
Because, I
That
mean,
sounds safe.
from the sound of it, this was supposed to be a big to do. And there doesn't seem to be any vehicles or anything here.
Maybe everybody walked here.
So I'm
Or maybe
just,
they've been here, just using it
yeah.
as headquarters.
But I mean, so far this doesn't, but I mean, we still have plenty of property.
Yeah, there is that other little building over there, pointing to the place, to the top left.
And I'll
Do you guys
just,
see any cameras over there, by the way?
It's kind of far. It's way across the yard.
I can sneak over there with the Sophia, maybe. Want a buddy over?
Yeah.
Or you could make your,
Possible?
what do you
Let's
call that?
do it.
The sandwich? Is that what you call it?
The
French
friendship
sandwich.
Yeah, the
the
French
friendship
sandwich.
safety
Yeah.
sandwich.
I will say that yeah, for the most part, the cameras are going to be for security purposes. They are going to be oriented towards the gate for the cars and the front gate, and perhaps around like the sides of the house.
Mm,
Probably not the guest house.
okay. Well, me and Sophia can check out the other house.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sneak away. Let's go over here.
What do those? What does that mean? You've been rolling dice.
Look at all those dice rolls. Just gonna sneak my
Oh,
way
no.
over.
That was an accident. That must be a flaw in the UI.
You've done it like 3 times.
you tried to make them white on white, but we could still see it.
Sneaky stealth. Sneaky. Yeah. Stealthy. What do we see?
It's a large open area. There's like a table and some chairs. There was a large one of those like freezers that's like a chest. You know,
Oh, okay.
it's like a refrigerator laying on its back.
Yeah,
It's a big freezer.
those are fun.
And let's see.
Do I see or hear any movement?
Oh yeah, you do. You do.
Oh.
Huh.
Yeah.
Do.
Will splitting up hurt us or help us?
I don't know. I mean, if you see us running back, I think
You'll know it's hurting.
I mean, it's either going to be something on 2 or something on 1.
All right, so let's see. Trying to
I
remember.
don't know.
Ooh, try to remember how I do this.
Either someone's in your
Let's
house
see,
or someone's in
put 'em-
ours.
Put them on the combat tracker.
Combat tracker. What was that?
Let's see, there's what? There's one,
I'm
two,
just
three.
laughing so hard because it's like I didn't even suggest we split up. You two just went spoof. And Shep was like, "Oh, okay."
Just like, hey, Shep, we're gonna go check out that guest house. All right, cool.
Be
I'm
right
so
back.
glad we talked about this.
I'm like, yeah, the last time you did that, there was a. Oh, they're gone.
I'm with her this time.
God, I hate when that happens. Why, when I try to put a image,
know,
a
just-
person down? Oh, it's because I got to do
Just
this.
being a little Metal Gear, doing a little Solid Snake belly crawling.
Yeah. There are two robed, cultist-looking figures. There is one sitting on a chair at a table with his back to you, and there is another person, a woman, off to the side, and it looks like she is applying ice and mopping blood off of this creature's blonde head.
It's the
Looks like
one.
she is providing like medicinal treatment or healing. Is how I'll describe it.
Sophia,
Both of
there's
their
cultists.
backs are
There's
to you.
cultists inside.
I have my lighter.
There's one of
I
them-
can burn this. I can burn this thing down.
Somehow I knew that's where this was going.
I think one of them is the one that killed Jennifer Chapman.
Oh heck!
She looks like she was hurt on the head.
And even through the double pane insulated window of this rather nice beach house. In fact, you did see a sign on the front, like one of those custom made signs that you can decorate your property with. It says Revy's Retreat on it. And it's on like a little post with an arrow pointing at the house. A nice touch.
Wow.
What was I looking?
living in the beach house.
Oh yeah, I was looking for. What was I looking for? Would that be under monsters? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. Given those sinister cultist looks to them. If you know what I mean. And I'm sure you do. Two cultists. You should be able to see
cultists.
You should just be able to see spooky, mysterious robed figures. Although you can clearly make out the blonde hair on the guy that's being tended to. And he probably is like, ow, motherfucker. Slaps the woman's hand away when she gets a little bit too careless with her administrations. There's food. There's food on the table. There's probably a couple of bottles of empty bottles of wine, a couple full ones, a couple goblets, like wine glasses, various silverware, a pizza box, possibly.
Pizza barn.
It's always the pizza bar.
Let me see where Shep is. I need to shrink my map down a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me okay that. Yeah, you can all make a notice roll for me, please.
Sure. Got a 5.
I will try to Benny that. Just because I'm on my own.
Okay.
Better.
Sophia, would you like a notice roll? You don't have to. I wouldn't make you.
Couldn't hurt.
Really not.
Hey. Your notice rolls have been really good recently.
They surprise me every time.
Surprising.
Did you give up your ADHD hindrance?
No, it's still there. You can see it.
She's got the -2 on, yeah.
You hear crashing sounds
Would
from
have been
the
an 8.
direction that the arrow is pointing. It's not imminently close, but it's close enough that you hear.
I want to wait for it.
Maybe like glass breaking
Oh, the
and
golem.
patio
Yeah.
furniture being sundered. Something.
It'll
Oh my
provide a
God.
distraction.
All this property damage. We really
Not
need
our
to give,
not our fault. Not our fault.
Really need to give Lisa Gray a call.
It's not our fault. We're saving the world.
Well, what's a little property damage when you're rescuing
The woman
folks?
walks over
Right?
to a window
Ah,
and looks out. It's the window directly across from you.
whew.
She comes back.
Did
I'm
she
gonna take
see
my
us?
chance. I'm gonna take my chance. Scoot over here.
I'm gonna
Try and be stealthy.
I'm gonna follow Ava, just crouching down behind her.
Oh, yes. Wow. You are a sneaky ninja.
You're looking into a bathroom. It's
Yeah.
currently unoccupied.
Oh, okay. It's just a bathroom. But that's okay. Maybe we should take this chance to go back to ship.
I'm going to say this window's hard to look into just because you want privacy in the bathroom. You don't want any
Yeah.
guests
Got
looking in.
frosted
So,
glass.
yeah, frosted glass.
Frosted
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's clear enough that you can see it's a bathroom. You don't see any movement.
Your bathroom should always have frosted glass.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah, always.
or curtains.
Okay.
This place is nice enough to have frosted glass.
I think I will attempt to take my chance to go back towards where Shep is and just be like, come on, Sophia, let's skedaddle. I don't like this place.
And I don't want to be alone, so I'm gonna keep following you.
Yes. Just gonna sneak my way, hopefully. Oof, yay. Stealth is not my strong suit. Damn. Holy smokes.
Yeah, somehow Sophia got the burrowing spell ritual, and she burrows under the ground, and no one sees her. And
Like
Shep,
Bugs
I
Bunny.
imagine because the sun is crossing over east to west, you're kind of in the shadows along this.
Mhm.
Excuse me.
You know, the sun shining from right down to left, so you're kind of in the shadow here. Looks like
I'm invisible.
an office. It's got that classic den appeal to it. A big, hard, heavy desk, comfortable office chair, some shelves, some awards on the wall, some awards on the shelves, a lot of books, perhaps a few human anatomy. I won't call them pieces of art. I'll call them like posters and things that a forensic scientist might find decorative. Maybe a human
posters.
skull on the desk.
You tap Shep. Shep!
Yeah.
Shep, we're back. There's two cultists over there, and I think one of them is the one who killed Jennifer Chapman. Also, do you hear that noise? I think the golem is almost here.
We can hear it. I think they can hear it too.
The
Why
golem
didn't
has
you burn 'em?
broken through the fence and brush and like a hedge up in the northeastern
Oh
corner
my God,
of
there
this
it
piece of
is.
property.
It's never stopped you before.
Wait, what'd you say? What did you say? I missed it. I did.
I was like, why didn't you burn them? It's never
Oh.
stopped you before.
I forgot.
We were too busy being sneaky, and then the sound of the golem distracted us, as it did for them too. Mm.
What are the stats on that magic lighter, by the way?
It just looks like a Zippo lighter. If you look at the bottom where there's a little place that you would open it up to fill it, there's a little head of a
Mhm.
devil engraved into the base of it.
Neat.
It's like a
Their
stylistic.
command word
It's a
on it.
stylistic devil head, I'll call it.
Sophia Deville.
No. Am I that bad?
Oh
The
my god, the
golem,
golem's crossing.
the golem climbs into the pool, starts to slosh across it.
Oh. Well, perhaps we should get in this house. It looks like it's about to get messy over there. Maybe we can find something to help us help it.
The front door opens, and Mr. Bloodyhead steps out onto the pathway. I'm going to give him a chance.
I am
Do we
Shadow.
know who?
No, his attention.
Do we know who
His
he
attention is
from
at the
list?
pool. Let's see. His name is Kieran Hunter. I'm sorry,
Okay,
Kieran Hunt.
You got it. I got a list of baddies right here.
And he is not the guy that owns the It's a Lock. I'm sorry. Yeah, the It's a Lock. Yeah, It's a Lock.
Yeah.
That guy's name is Sebastian Young. The woman that you
Yeah.
saw, her name is Abigail Fletcher, the woman that was tending
Okay.
to Mr. Bloodyhead. He doesn't see you guys crouched in the shadows. His attention is more towards the swimming pool, where in my mind's eye, I see perhaps the upper chest and head of the golem is what is in his field of view, crossing that
Yeah.
pool. It's probably at about the 4-foot mark. Yeah, that makes sense. It's scalloped down a little bit in the center as it walks across. Holy shit! What the hell is that thing? Abby, take a look at this. What would you guys like to do?
So is it moving across towards him or down towards us?
It is not moving towards you. It is generally moving towards him, although I would more put his path kind of along that sort of trajectory. It's hard to tell, but
Okay.
I'll give you that.
He's gonna kill him.
Should we go in the house and find some tools to see if we can't help it achieve its goal? We have a shared goal, I think.
Yeah.
For free, since it has been a hot minute since we played, for free I will give you a little tidbit, a little factoid.
It has.
Heimglimmer, as long as he possesses, or as long as there are fetishes, they don't need to be in his possession, they could be remote. As long as he possesses them, he is invulnerable.
Oh, assuming that we should go looking around in the house for more fetishes.
I give you this for free. You knew it already.
Okay.
And I will
What do
also
you
give
guys
you for
think?
free the fact, and it should be obvious to you, that the Canopic Urn of fetishes that you used to animate the golem are no longer under his control. Those spirits are free.
Yeah.
So now he's
One less.
reduced by one less than
Probably
what
desperate.
he was.
Probably desperate as he felt his control over those spirits that are now animating the golem. He lost them. He lost control of them.
And if I remember Right, because we freed one set.
Hmm.
We
Mhm.
did free a small amount from his house. It wasn't much, but
Those were not fetishes. Those were actually Hector Martinez. I'm sorry, Hector Martin and Erwin Ruvinowitz were trying to duplicate what he did by collecting
okay,
fetishes from souls of their own to control.
okay.
I think
Mm.
there were only two. I think.
Yeah, there was a body in the 2 urns. So,
And
do you think we should look inside this house while they are distracted?
Yeah,
I
and then we'll check the other one.
think
Okay.
we need to try to see if he has the other set of fetishes.
The cultist
Did
guy
Yes,
in the robe?
yeah,
did I notice any when I looked in the window?
You did not. But
Okay.
there is a portion of that beach house,
Yeah.
Rennie's Retreat, as it was so
Mhm.
aptly named, a
What?
portion of that that you did not peek into. Yeah, he
Oh,
had a
okay.
little like how you would have a sign on a
Yeah.
beach house that this is Sophia's Retreat, Sophia's Cottage. This says Revy's Retreat.
Rabbits.
It's kind of a piece of
Yeah.
wood shaped like an arrow that's been cut to be an arrow, and it's probably been burned. The letters forming Revy's Retreat is probably burned into it.
There will
This
be
has
more
been,
burning.
I don't know what you call that.
So,
Etching.
is it like painted on or oh
It's like
no, it's
it's
like
burned
the
in.
tiki hat, like a tiki bar or
Yeah,
something, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, okay, I get you.
yeah.
Okay, so we while they're distracted over there, I mean when I looked in the window I didn't see anything, but we haven't seen the entirety of this house either. Do you think there might be one hidden away even after Erwin died in his own home? Franz?
I think he, if
It's
I'm remembering right, he split everything up into
Say
the 3 different areas.
yeah, it was four, but you have the general idea. You also know
Okay.
that those fetishes are critical to the
hmm
ritual that they are about to cast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I thought what's her face gave us, or at least told us where the different ones were, because we had
Um,
freed one set.
Hmm.
yeah, we have one. And
Yeah,
she
Now we
was
freed
supposed to have
2.
another
you
one.
freed two.
She had to go to the bank. Did she tell us where the 4th set was?
She did not.
remember.
Okay.
No. So there's technically 2 left, right?
Yes, you could infer that.
Okay. Yeah, because then the one we used on the golem, and then there was the one other one. But okay. So then, should we instead go back over there while they're distracted and check the house while they're out? Because we could probably lock them out. Uh, for a little bit. I
I
don't know if the golem's gonna come crashing in.
I
I'm
mean,
happy to go into either house.
Yeah, because we really need to find the other urns and at least take it out of their hands.
Ah. Well, this is a good time
mhm.
to suspend the game for the evening. You've come a
Yeah.
long way, babies. You have almost pieced the entire resolution together. What can I tell you? That the golem is obviously set on revenge against Heimglimmer, who hasn't appeared
Mm.
yet. A
Mhm.
third cultist has appeared and poked his head out
Oh
and
boy.
probably called out, Master!
Oh.
None of them have noticed you yet. You have done a reasonable job of hiding alongside in the shadows of this house. And of course, their attention is affixed elsewhere. One of them does call out, Master.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I mean,
I know
My
it's.
my gut instinct is to say that he would have both sets by now. Because
Yeah.
I just figure one of them was probably here in their hideout,
Yeah.
Could
and
be.
then
Well, both of them will probably be.
the other one was brought here by this guy.
Yeah. So at least one of them is probably within reach on this
But
surface property, but we'll
I
see, I
mean,
guess.
I would say if it all depends. If I have to redo protection, I say let's hop into this room here through the window
Okay.
and try, do another spell.
I'm cool with that to
Mhm.
be our final thing before we end the night.
Yeah. Will that work?
You can do whatever it is that you like.
Can we
You
hop
can
through this window?
I mean, you can try the window is locked. There's curtains across it. But you were able to see in. You know it's a den.
Mm-hmm.
Sophia, get your lockpicking fingers ready.
You think if you guys are going to open this window and climb through, you're going to be blowing your cover, maybe making it easier to be seen as your butt seen squirming through this window. You haven't gone all the way
True.
around the house.
I would like to go around the house so we have more cover when we try to climb in a window.
That's true. We could go around the front so they don't see anything.
Yeah.
And we move the cameras as well, so
Right.
it wouldn't be as bad.
You'd probably want to army crawl
Yeah.
south, I think,
Ooh,
because
down this way.
because you don't want to be seen.
Do some stealths. Woo.
Oh, stealth again.
Are you a stealthy boy?
Oh, I'm looking for that crit fail.
He is.
Oh
I'm looking
my
for that crit
god.
fail.
The stealthiest of boys.
Okay, so let's see. Just to close this out, just let me give you a little
Yeah.
piece of information.
Mhm.
Along the east wall of this building, there is a side entrance which will permit you to go in, if you can open the door, without having to scramble through a window on the west side of this building.
Perfect.
So they won't see your
Yeah.
butts when you're squirming snake-like through.
Cool.
Probably
I
open
can
it.
see it.
I mean, there's a front door as well. You could try, I don't know, forcing it, picking it, breaking one of the front windows and climbing in.
Go,
You know,
lockpicker.
I mean, there's
Go like picker.
there's all sorts of things, but alas,
For next time, huh?
but alas, our time here is drawing to a close. Episode 32. Wow. What do I want to say in closing? Knowing the mummy is invulnerable, that if you allow the golem to fight the mummy, mano a mano, with the cultists helping out, the mummy will destroy the golem. The golem can't hurt the mummy,
Mm-hmm.
and you will have wasted I won't call him an ally, I'll call him a resource.
Mhm.
So I'm just going to, you're smart college students. I will throw that. I will throw that out. I will okay the last move. And
Yeah, I mean, Shep's just wanting to get somewhere where he can do the protection spell again.
Okay.
Just because I figure it's probably I've had it on for 2 game sessions now.
Super helpful.
So
it really is.
I'm assuming by now it's wore off.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
What was it? It was armor, and then you look on armor, and it says see protection. Yeah, see protection, page 165. I'm just interested. I want to say
I did the fancy one. Yeah, because I did the fancy
No,
one the last
I'm
time.
wrong. PowerPoint's
The
1. You can cast this in 30 seconds, right?
okay.
Or less. Yeah, 6 seconds per
Oh.
round. You can cast this in 30 seconds. 1 PowerPoint means it does not require 10 minutes of lighting
Prep.
candles, setting up trappings, etc., etc. So,
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's what
eminently
I'll do
doable.
next time.
Very good. Let me stop this recording. Bid you all a fond adieu, and I'm looking forward to see how this all plays out. Having the golem is of great benefit, I will say.
Hmm.
All right.
It's got
I'm
nice new
glad.
legs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause I'm
The
just hoping
most
he can
detailed legs.
Yeah, it's like
he can
the
keep
Frankenstein monster.
everything. He can
Putting
keep the
on the
mummy busy while
Ritz.
we destroy the other stuff.
Yeah.
I know, right?
All
Hopefully
right.
we can.
Well, I shared that one piece of art with you. It was
Hmm.
the golem actually was holding the Franz, and Franz was like shooting magic
Yeah.
at the golem while college students creep around looking for urns.